Welcome back, everyone, to Give Me Rent. This is Noah and Dylan Weintraub. Today, we're going to be talking the 98th Academy Awards. The nominations were announced this week, and I feel like we'd love to talk about some of the big surprises.
Yeah.
And, I feel like there were some snubs, but I feel like this year actually was pretty solid for the nominations from the Academy Awards.
I'm definitely happy. I mean, right off the bat, Sinners with the most nominations of all time.
Yeah, 16 nominations for Sinners. In my opinion, just so well deserved.
Yeah.
I think that Sinners, there's other movies that probably deserve to be nominated as much as Sinners throughout, history. Sinners isn't the greatest movie to ever show up at the Academy Awards, obviously. But it was a really, really well done blockbuster.
It's my favorite movie of the year.
And yeah, I was about to say, even with it being, a blockbuster, it's my favorite film of the year.
It's not a traditional blockbuster by any regard.
No, for sure.
This is, if you haven't seen Sinners, please go see Sinners. But
yeah,
it is stood throughout the whole year. There's been a lot of other great movies, but yeah, right when I saw it, I was just like,
it is crazy how early
it.
Sinners came out.
Yeah.
And it really, for me, it maintained that number one spot.
It was never beat. It got some movies got close. You got Marty, you got Weapons, you got a couple other movies that I thought
One Battle.
Really, One Battle, a lot of great stuff. But I think quickly let's talk about what we thought was snubbed this year. Like, what do you think was a big snub?
I think the biggest, in my opinion, was No Other Choice.
Yeah.
Like, zero nominations?
Not even an international feature nom is just actually absurd.
I'm just shocked that it didn't get that, let alone, a few things. I think Park Chan-wook should have been nominated for Best Director. I don't really understand. I think even, the screenplay should have been nominated. But it's hard when, it's the Academy and they're not so kind on, international films like that. But there also were a few surprises internationally wise. So it's
got
crazy.
A lot of love for Sentimental Value this year. That's a Norwegian film.
Stellan Skarsgård being the first, foreign nominee for Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
In that category. It's just wild. There's 0 nominations for No Other Choice. It's just, that's what stood out the most for me. I was just completely just taken back by that. I thought for sure there'd be a few.
My biggest, or at least for me personally, snub for this season is definitely Jesse Plemons not getting an
for Begonia.
For lead actor role.
Yeah, obviously for Begonia. I agree. I feel like he, just like Emma Stone, who has a nomination, was just so good in that movie.
Yeah, I feel like he just commanded every scene he was in.
They both just were so great together.
Yeah, and obviously,
I they're on the same level.
Obviously, the race this year for Best Actor is amazing. I didn't think he was gonna win it.
Yeah.
But a nomination at least for him, because this was, I think, his best role, and I truly believe Jesse Plemons is one of the most underrated actors working today.
Oh, fully agreed. I will say, with that being said, with Plemons, I do think the list for Best Actor is still really good.
No, it's phenomenal. There were a lot of great performances this year, but I truly think over Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, we should have just.
I will say I haven't seen Blue Moon yet though.
Yeah.
So I can't really fully say that 100% Plemons should have got it over him. That's one of the movies I've seen most of, at least the Best Picture noms.
This is a year where we saw most of the movies that are up for the Academy Awards this year. I guess let's just get into the awards that we know.
No, I do want to say before we move on from the snubs, I guess a few surprises. It is shocking that Wicked for Good got nothing.
Yeah. When I think about Wicked, they gave all the nominations, 10 nominations last year for the first part.
Yeah, it's listen, I'm not a Wicked fan, and I didn't even see Wicked for Good. But it's just so surprising, following a year where part 1 got 10 nominations.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of
It
nominations.
Did seem like a
film.
surefire thing that there would be more.
Costumes or, set design or something. But
and I actually think it deserves those. It genuinely kind of deserves those awards. Maybe I'm surprised by it, but I don't think Ariana Grande or Cynthia Erivo deserve to get nominations this year for Wicked for Good.
I think a lot of people were surprised that Ariana was not nominated, though.
Yeah.
I can't say I've seen her performance, but I will say, was she nominated for the Golden Globe? Was she up for that? I think she was.
Yeah.
I think that, so. It is kind of.
Yeah.
I always find that surprising to see, the differences between the Globes and the Oscars. So yeah,
we got to remember the Globes, splits the category, so there's more.
That's
more
true. So there's more. Yeah. So yeah,
Are you shocked that The Rock didn't get a nom?
Ooh,
for Smashing Machine.
I mean, he didn't even get the Golden Globe nomination there, and I think him personally is probably a little
Didn't
surprised.
he get the Golden Globe nom?
Or did he? Okay,
Yeah,
maybe.
no, he did.
Okay, I stand corrected. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that The Rock, he gave it his all. Smashing Machine. I personally did not love that film.
No, I don't think he deserved a lead actor, especially up against who.
But
got,
I was
got
gonna
the noms.
say, I personally did not love the film, but he's obviously one of the standouts of
Oh,
it.
he's great in the movie.
Yeah.
He's just, when you put him up against, Timmy and Leo this year, it's like no, he wasn't getting a nomination.
Yeah, Wagner. I mean, yeah, it's The Rock. Just, I hope he can be humble about this because
Yeah.
I would love to see him continue to really try.
Yeah, I'm not saying like never do it again, please.
Well, I'm excited for him to continue his actual acting bout now, where he's teaming with Scorsese next, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe we can see him eventually get nominated for an Academy Award. I think the Smashing Machine at least proved he had it in him.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree with you where it's not super, super surprising he didn't get the nomination.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right, you want to move on and maybe let's talk about the awards that we like kind of know are surefire wins this year. I think there's quite a few.
Honestly, you start with this because I don't know. Because I really do think this year is really solid.
No, there are some really solid noms, but like just for like a couple, just like quickly. Obviously, Avatar is winning visual effects. Obviously,
Yeah, most definitely.
dude, they gave Jurassic World Rebirth a nom.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's
Come
funny.
on.
Okay, it's
Come
funny. I did not know that. That's actually
The
shocking.
fact that is an Oscar-nominated film, even though visual effects, come on, that movie sucked.
Yeah, it was not good.
It was not
I'm
a
a
good
Gareth
movie.
Edwards fan, and that movie
it's
was
going up
extremely
against
disappointing.
F1, The Lost Bus, and Sinners. Dude, it's Avatar. Like,
It's
it
winning.
wins. It's a surefire win every time.
Avatar only got 2 nominations though this time around, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
And that's crazy because The Way of Water was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, genuinely.
It just shows you, how weak I guess 2022 was. I mean, I wouldn't call it
Yeah.
weak, but yeah, it is crazy that
I think
Avatar 2
only
was
got
nominated.
the one this year, to be honest, dude. I think it's just up for visual effects.
I believe it's 2, but I think actually,
Oh no, it's costume design as well. You're not. You're
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Costume design,
I think one thing that's shocking is
which is impressive.
no nomination for Miley Cyrus for Avatar.
Yeah, for original song, but come on,
Going back to original song,
Yeah.
that is a surefire.
that is a surefire
Yeah.
win for Golden.
Yeah,
for,
Golden's gonna take it.
To be fair though, I lied to you. It's close. It is close.
I
From
would love to
Sinners,
see I Lied to You win because that's,
Yeah.
I think, one of the best sequences of the year.
Yeah.
It was. I liked that whole
But
thing.
speaking of that, the music from Sinners, original score, it's going to Ludwig. Like he's winning original score for Sinners.
I think
No
that's
doubt.
probably
No doubt
a
in
good
my mind.
bet.
There's no doubt in my mind that it's winning that.
Yeah, it is kind of shocking to me that Marty Supreme no nomination for.
Yeah, I wanted a nom for original score for Marty Supreme, but it's okay when you really look at it because
It was impressive though. I just want to say
score. I mean, you had one battle, you had Hamnet, but yeah,
I would have chosen it over Hamnet though.
not Hamnet. I would have chose it over Begonia or Frankenstein. Those are the
Begonia's and Frankenstein really good scores though.
two. Good scores, but I'm picking.
I think what
Marty
was
Supreme
so
over
impressive to
them,
me
for
about
sure.
Marty because it was kind of an 80s inspired score and it worked in a movie that took place in the 50s.
Yeah, I agree. With
It's
that.
impressive to to make that work.
Yeah, and then you got a few other things. I mean, international feature. It's such a shame that no other choice isn't on this list, but I am pretty certain Sentimental Value will take that home.
Honestly, would be shocking to see Sentimental Value win Best Picture. I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's. I don't know. What do you think? What movie do you think is gonna get it? One Battle.
I do think One Battle's going to get one Best Picture, even with the 16 nominations for Sinners. Nominations never dictate you winning.
Yeah, I
Best
don't
Picture.
think Sinners is gonna get all 16, but it's impressive alone that it got the 16 nominations, most ever. It's gonna win quite a few. That's
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, it's deserved in my opinion. Again, Sinners is just.
Well, let's
best
just
movie of the
move
year.
on and talk about like the big awards of the night. I think for directing, I think it's PTA's time.
Yeah, no, fully agreed.
This dude has 11 Oscar noms. I think prior to this, I think he has more now because of this.
Oh, this
and
is PTA's year.
yeah, he's winning Best Director for one battle after another. It wouldn't be insanely shocking if they went with someone else. I mean, you got a great list here. You got Ryan Coogler up for his first Oscar nom. I don't think he'll get it, but he did an incredible job with Sinners. And then Chloe Zhao back on the stage as well. And I don't think they're going to give it to Josh Safdie either, but yeah, these are great. These are great picks for best
It is
director.
awesome to see Josh get the nomination.
I truly think One Battle will take home the most awards of the evening.
Yeah, I do think you're probably right. I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't. Like maybe in the end of the day, Sinners does just win most of its awards.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be that surprised, but it does just show this year is really solid.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people expect One Battle to be again, best pick winner, PTA winning direction. I think it's gonna win screenplay. It's nominated for adapted screenplay, right? Because it's loosely based on a book.
Yes.
So I think One Battle will definitely take that home.
Well, speaking of screenplay, so you're saying One Battle for adapted?
Yes, I do think One Battle's got that in the books, but Sinners, could take home original.
Yeah, I was gonna say for original, I'm thinking either Marty Supreme or Sinners.
I will say I don't know which one I would actually choose there, because they're both
personally.
Yeah, personally, but I really do like Josh Safdie's writing.
Yeah, no, I think it was an insanely strong script.
I mean, he definitely proved he's a big. I'm not gonna say stronger than his brother writing wise, but Benny wrote the Smashing Machine too, and he got that against Marty Supreme this year.
I could see Sentimental Value winning that award as well, but I also do think maybe that's the award that Coogler brings home is screenplay for this year. That's typically a trend that we've seen in the past, where it's like the first time you get nominated for like all these awards. Like think Tarantino when he got nominated for Pulp Fiction. Even like I'm pretty sure there was a story where Spielberg like literally told him, he was like, "You're not winning Best Picture, you're not winning Best Director, but like you will win Best Screenplay." And that is a trend we've seen in the past. Not to say they'll follow that same trend.
Yeah, I mean, as we know, the Academy has changed.
Yeah, the Academy has definitely changed. But personally, I actually do think Coogler deserves it for Sinners. It's Sinners or Marty Supreme for me, for screenplay.
Yeah, I honestly, now that you're saying it, I feel like it will probably go Sinners.
Yeah, I mean, because it's so full-heartedly original. Like, think of how original that screenplay is.
Yeah, Marty is too, though. But yes, I feel like what you're saying is too. It's so exciting because it's it's not a straight horror movie, but it's definitely horror adjacent.
Yeah, it's a big year for horror movies.
It's really awesome to see so many nominations for horror like movies. We got Amy Madigan for Gladys.
Yeah, which I do think actress, and it's weird for me to say this word, but actress in a supporting role, I would say, is the weakest category this year.
Yeah,
there isn't a surefire winner for that category.
We got Elle Fanning getting nominated. Yeah. Amy Madigan, those probably
Inga from Sentimental Value as well. You got Amy Madigan, and Wunmi Masaku for Sinners as well, which I thought was a great performance. But
yeah,
let's be real, it's going to Teyana Taylor or Amy Madigan. It's one of those two.
It's most definitely. I think following the Globes,
I want it to be Madigan. I want it to be Madigan.
But I think following what we've seen in this award season, it probably will go to Tiana.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say, but in the end of the day, they both don't have that much screen time. Mm-hmm. They're so effective in the films, and they have a large presence in the films, but their screen time is limited.
Yeah.
I mean even Elle Fanning, this category is crazy because, there's not a lot of runtime amongst these. But, it's a supporting actress. I'm not going to call it weaker because they're all really good performances, but I'm just saying they're short. They're short but high impact.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on to actress in a leading role. This is also another surefire in my opinion.
Yeah, Buckley's getting.
Jessie Buckley is winning.
I just want to say for the record, I think Buckley had the best performance of the year. Period.
I agree with that actually,
and I don't think Hamnet is by far the best movie of the year. All that and this, but the reason the movie works is because of Buckley. Like, obviously, there's some great aspects of the film.
Yeah, Paul Mescal is great in the movie.
The main driving force.
Everyone's great in that movie. The kid who played Hamnet, great child performance. Yes. There's so much good performances in the movie, but she completely she blew me away in this movie, and it's.
I mean, what she had to convey is just absolutely insane.
It's unbelievable. She's so good in it.
There's just certain sequences where it just. Insanely emotional, but just I guess her range of emotion in the film too. From we get to the scene of her birth scenes to what happens with Hamnet himself to the third act of the film, which is just an incredible close to the film. What they do with her and Paul Mescal was just really great.
Hamnet might not be your cup of tea.
I didn't expect to like it. I genuinely didn't expect
it's
to like
definitely not, the exact kind of movie that I tend to love, but I really did end up liking it, and a large reason because that was Buckley. For sure. You're right. I do think she gave
it
the
will
best
be a
performance of the
large
year.
snub if she does not win that.
Yeah, I'd be absolutely. I mean, who would win over Jesse? Like literally, I have no one else. I mean, there's also
Who do you think would be second best?
I think
on that
two
list,
two of those nominations are kind of like I'm kind of shocked Emma Stone got nominated for this one. It's not she's great in Begonia. Don't get me wrong.
No,
but also Kate Hudson getting nominated for Song Sung Blue.
Honestly, this is actually I forgot about that. You're reminding me that actually.
What?
But I know a lot of people. I haven't seen Song Sung Blue. I know a lot of people think her performance is one of the best aspects of that film.
Yeah. If somehow Rose Byrne slipped in and won for,
but she did get the Golden Globe. Rose Byrne. So
so did Buckley. It's because they split the categories. But
yeah,
it's going to Buckley. Come on,
it's gonna go to Buckley.
She's so unbelievably good.
But Rose Byrne, I will say, it was great to see her do something like that. It was very. I think she's a great actress.
Yeah, no,
well.
I'm not flagging. There's no flag on
any
of these actresses.
Yeah, I mean it's Rose Byrne.
All these performances are amazing, but it's just you really look. I really look as Buckley's performance as being so singular this year. As then, she took herself to a place that it really requires so much to take you there as an actor, and she really just goes over like every range of emotion you possibly can in the film.
I mean, it was just so believable.
Yeah,
it's just so painful to watch, honestly.
Yeah,
but it was impressive acting.
Yeah, so I guess let's move on to actor in a supporting role. This one's a little tricky.
Yeah,
this one's a little.
I think
tricky.
it's gonna go Skarsgård.
I actually disagree with that.
What do you think?
I'm thinking Sean Penn.
Oh yeah,
I'm really thinking Sean Penn for One Battle. That's just my.
It's gonna be either one of them.
I love that Delroy Lindo got a nomination for Sinners.
Yeah,
he's so absolutely amazing in the movie.
He's not gonna win, but it is.
The funny thing is, like, so many people in that movie could have got a nom.
Yeah,
for supporting actor.
Yeah,
think about Jack O'Connell. Think about Miles Cadden.
Honestly, I just got to go back. I will say, kind of a snub that he didn't get nominated.
Yeah, Jack O'Connell is so good in that movie, dude.
Jack O'Connell is just a great rising talent. Obviously, we just saw Bone Temple as well.
You say rising talent. He's, like, been around. But
no, he's been around, but it's great that he's finally
he's in these, like, bigger roles. And he's, like, it's just clear. I mean,
he's getting his flowers and recognition from people. But I will say I hope to see him on the stage or at least being nominated in the next few years for something.
I think the biggest shock here, if they were to win, would be Elordi winning for Frankenstein for me.
Yeah, not that he was bad in it. Not that he was bad. He was really good as the creature.
But yeah, I'm happy. Another horror nom,
though. That's great. Yeah, it is. It's awesome, honestly.
Yeah. No, he's really good in it. But I do think out of everyone, Skarsgård would be a good pick as well. Even Del Toro for One Battle would be great. But let's be real. Like, if Del Toro were to win over Sean Penn for the same movie, I'd just be like, really? Like, that'd be shocking.
Sean Penn is definitely in the movie more than him.
It doesn't even come down to that. That's not what.
No, they're both great in it, though.
Yeah, it's just Sean Penn's performance.
But yeah, what Sean
really
Penn had
good.
to do over. No, it's just Sean Penn. If he lost to Del Toro, that'd be insane.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to like what I think is like probably the most talked about award of this year. Actor in a leading role.
Yeah, this is honestly, it's tough.
It's tough. I've really been bouncing back thinking that this is Timmy's year. And I gotta say, like, I don't know anymore. I don't know.
I know a lot of people are pretty confident he's going to get it. And also, just props to Timmy. I mean,
if you haven't looked at the noms yet, I'm going to list them all right now.
But
Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leo for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Ragnar Moore for The Secret Agent. I think, personally, it really comes down to three of them, which is Mora for Secret Agent, Leo for One Battle, and then Timmy for Marty Supreme. And that's not saying
okay, now that we're stating it, though, and I will say the category is stacked, it will probably go to Timmy.
You think?
I do think, because
I want it to be Timmy. I think this could be his year for sure.
Following A Complete Unknown, I wanted him to do something like Marty Supreme, where I will say his take as Bob Dylan was great, but I didn't think it was gonna get him that award, and it didn't.
Uh,
He came
honestly,
back with
like
Marty.
you can say what you want. I don't even really think he deserved a nomination that year.
I mean, he did, and he got it. I don't really.
And
this is coming
my
from me,
opinion.
who doesn't like biopics, thinks it's
Yeah.
Bob Dylan is a
I
mysterious.
think I didn't. I mean, I didn't hate that movie, but I also didn't like watch that movie and be like, "Oh my god, that performance was like phenomenal." Like, obviously, the music
I'm
stuff
just
is
not
so
that.
good.
I just don't love that movie.
But yeah,
as
compared
much
to
as
his
a lot
role
of
in Marty
people.
Supreme, I think he deserves it so much more for this type of performance.
Yeah, I'm saying what I was trying to say was, following a complete unknown. I wanted him to do something original like Marty Supreme, show his acting chops again, and he was developing this character for I think the better part of like 5 years.
Yeah,
He killed it.
yeah.
Like some people think he can't. He has certain weaknesses in his acting, I guess, that some people like to point out. Where I'm not gonna say he's like monotone, but some people think he doesn't convey like loud emotions that well. He kind of just sounds similar in a lot of what he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do feel like think about the ending of Marty Supreme.
I wouldn't say that.
The
Like,
emotions he
yeah.
conveyed in that third
yeah,
act.
no, he's amazing.
I think he proved it
in the
personally.
movie. I do think, like, even in his career yet, he truly hasn't done anything that transformative yet.
That's also what I'm
which
getting.
is not a
That's
huge
also what I'm
issue.
getting at.
Like, this is still an incredible performance from him.
It is also how they marketed the movie.
Yeah.
It seemed reflective of how he was acting in real life at the time in some way,
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But I also thought it was a smart move. So, take it as yours. Take it for what it is.
Yeah, you're right. It was a smart move. I mean, this is A24's
again, that's what I'm saying.
most successful
he
film
developed
yet.
his character for, while he was making Dune, which I also think was an incredible performance, especially that jump from Dune 1 to 2.
Yeah, no, he started.
I think that jump from Dune 1 to 2 showed me that, like, this is a leading man.
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't as hot on A Complete Unknown, but I do think it was at least deserved him getting the nomination. I didn't think he was ever going to win for that, and he didn't. And he's proved himself again. He's literally, with Marlon Brando, the youngest actor to be nominated 3 times for Best. Like, he's already has to feel like, wow, this is what an
Surreal.
accomplishment.
That's why it's like part of me feels like the old Academy, or at least the older members of the Academy, and you'd be like, he doesn't deserve it yet. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be their mindset. But as we said, I think the Academy is getting a lot younger now.
Do you think it's crazy that he has
Timmy's
this
got
nomination?
a shot? I think Timmy has his best shot yet here.
You think it's crazy that he has this nomination and Adam Sandler didn't get uncut? I know I'm coming back, 7 years now, but it's just
so
wild
different.
to me.
It's so different. It isn't. I mean, obviously, like I agree with you. I think Sandler should have got a nom for Uncut Gems, but just because it's a Safdie movie doesn't mean you instantly get an Oscar nom.
But I just think that Howie was as good of, or if not better, even better than. That's just my opinion.
It was a crazy stunt. He should have gotten an Oscar nom.
I just had to point that out. I just think it's crazy.
That's just very telling of where the Academy was at that year.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of changes. I mean, Nora won Best Picture last year.
Yeah.
That's a huge sign of the change.
It's going to be interesting to see, what follows up, a independent film like Nora. We're not going to get an independent movie winning this year.
Well, let's
I would love to see a big blockbuster like
Let's not
Sinners.
move on, but let's get back to the main award of the night. Like, I think PTA has it.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think One Battle's going to get it, but personally, I would love if a original blockbuster like Sinners, one that proved that it really on a technical level, like everything about it was just well done. In my opinion, at least.
We
not
just
everyone will
do
agree.
not get movies like that anymore.
It's a special film.
Think about every single aspect of Sinners, from the production design to like literally just the extras, the amount of extras being used in it, shot on location. Everything that went into the movie is just stuff that we do not see anymore with the type of studio films, especially big blockbusters. We do not get this type of movie anymore. It's a shame too, because I feel like the first week Sinners was out, everyone was just like kind of taken back from it, like whoa, like this is what a movie should be, a big budget movie, like this is what it should be, especially an original one. Like Coogler, just really, he did something special with this, and I'm so happy that You know, maybe it didn't.
It's already
Yeah.
reflective. The 16 awards already showed that,
Yeah,
like,
16
yes, he
nominations.
did something
It
incredible
it
here.
already has spoken for itself. Like it's going to go down as like one of the because it's going to be remembered for years and years to come. Like this is a movie. It's a generational film.
Talking about Best Picture, I just have to point out I think the biggest surprise personally of the nominations is F1 getting nominated, which is, it's crazy for me to say. I'm just saying I would love a blockbuster to get it. But F1 is not Sinners, especially like writing wise. I'm happy for Kaczynski, because I do love Joseph Kaczynski. I think he's a very talented filmmaker.
Who did Apple pay off?
But no other choice should have that spot.
I agree.
Maybe even a few other films should have that spot,
Mm-hmm.
which shows how good this year really was.
Yeah, I think for Best Picture, a lot of the stuff is very deserved. But I do kind of agree with you there. Like, it was shocking to me to see F1 on that list.
Yeah, and I honestly feel like I like that movie more than a lot of people.
Yeah,
and I'm still shocked by the fact that
I
it's
was
up
a little
there.
shocked even Begonia got it. Like, I think the ones that made sense. It made sense. I knew Train Dreams would be on there. I knew Sinners would be on there.
Egerton not
Sentimental
getting
Value.
nominated for Train Dreams very interesting as well. But it just shows you this year was strong, because everyone who got nominated for Best Actor pretty much deserves to be there, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. That last spot, I think the Ethan Hawke was like, it could have been a bunch of other.
Could have been, Ethan Hawke, Plemons. Yeah, there's actually a lot of actors that could have taken that spot.
Joel Edgerton. It was a good year for leading for just.
I also think
a lot of
Park Chan
acting
Wook
performances,
should have
great
got.
performances this year.
I think Park Chan Wook should have got Best Director too. Maybe even over Zhao. And that's me after saying I love Hamnet. It's this very good year.
Yeah, when you say no other choice, Lee Byung Hun could have got a nomination.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think he was like 90% of the movie.
Yeah, he's in so much.
Carried the movie, and it was incredible. Not one nomination for the movie just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's like almost like it makes me think that like the Academy just like didn't see it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me how it's not nominated for Best International Film. Maybe not everyone agrees with us.
There's a lot of
this.
great international films this year, but
no, not that it's saying the list is bad, but it's shocking to me.
Yeah, it was one that I kind of thought was like, oh, for sure, it's gonna get a nomination. It's definitely a shame, but as you've been saying, I am still like happy with the nominations this year.
Yeah,
I think it's very diverse. There's a lot of different genres up for awards this year, which is awesome, and a lot for horror. We're seeing a big change for that. I think the last 2 years have shown that they're getting more and more open to putting horror on there, which is exciting.
Hey, listen, I think the only actual straight horror movie being up there is Weapons.
Yeah,
Sinners. It's got scares. It's a vampire movie, but it's not a straight horror flick. I think Amy Madigan getting nominated is huge for the genre in itself.
If only, hopefully she could, come through with the win, but probably not.
Yeah, again, like we said, I think it's going to be Tiana, but I'd be so happy if Madigan can
So at the end of the day, even with Sinners having the most nominations ever, I don't think it's going to get the most awards at this Oscars.
I don't think it's going to be like a Return of the King.
I think, it's not going to be like a sweep or anything like that. I do think One Battle will walk away with the most awards.
Yeah, no, I agreed.
I think it's PTA's year, man.
It's deserved.
It's deserved. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. If I had to pick, I'd go with Sinners for a lot of these things. But I get it. I kind of get it. They're great. It's a great film. Obviously, there's some categories that we missed. Cinematography, editing, a whole lot of others. But overall, I think it's a great year for the Oscars. I'm really excited to see who comes through with the wins. But what do you guys think? What do you think was the best picture of the year? Do you agree with us? Let us know, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.